When we started this project, we set out to prove that everyone has an opinion on political theory, whether they know it or not, regardless of age, gender, or political affiliation.
To test our theory, we conducted an online survey as well as interviewing people from around campus, with questions designed to reveal their underlying ideas about political theory.
Specifically, we tried to find out whether people were more in agreement with famous political theorists John Locke or Thomas Hobbes.
Here's a few examples of the responses we got from around Ann Arbor.
Thank you, Kyle, for agreeing to do this interview.
Thank you for having me. I love this.
First off, what's your age?
I'm 23 years old.
20.
21.
I'm 20.
18.
I'm 20 years old.
19 years old.
21. Which political party would you associate yourself with?
I am a Democrat.
With the D's, the Democrats.
I'm socially liberal and fiscally conservative.
Republican.
I would say Republican.
Democrat.
I am a Republican.
Republican. Do you believe that humans are naturally social creatures?
Yes.
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 Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I do.
Absolutely.
We're all naturally social in our own special way.
I like to get naturally social, as we all do.
Do you believe humans are naturally peaceful or violent?
Spread the peace.
Violent.
I'd like to think we're all peaceful, but I think we all have a little aggression inside of ourselves.
Peaceful.
I think I'm naturally violent.
I think it depends on the human, but in general, they're a peaceful creature.
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Violent. Who would you most likely want to be ruled by? A president, parliament, king, or yourself?
I mean, I would love to rule myself, but I don't feel responsible enough. So I'll let somebody else rule me.
Would that be a king, parliament, or president?
A king sounds so mythical and magical, but I prefer president.
President.
I can only rule myself.
Myself.
I would definitely pick myself.
Probably more of a president. It's more of a figurehead for the nation. Parliament's a little bit more of a group effort. If you have that one figurehead who has more of a personal approach to leadership, it's always better.
President.
President.
Myself. Do humans have a right to overthrow their government? Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
I think if you can get enough people on the same page and they want to overthrow it, they have the right to.
Yes.
They do, yes.
If they're feeling up to the task, I don't see why not.
Okay. So say you're living in a house and you're in charge of utilities, and you collect the money for a set amount, and when you turn in the utilities, it's actually less than what you intended to be, so you have an excess of money. What do you do with the excess money?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, Daniel. I would take the extra money and save it for the next time utilities are due.
I would give them an option of we can either put it towards a house and put it towards something that we need, like a new stove, or we can all take back the option. So depending on if you want to make improvements to the house, I'd use the money to make improvements. If not, they can have it back.
Well, I'd probably talk to my housemates and see where the money is best spent. You know, if we're going to throw a huge party, we put it towards the party. If we're going to save it for next utilities, that could be a good, useful expense too. Just depends on where all the guys think that the extra money should go.
You have the excess money, you get a common opinion from everybody, and you get a house, use that money to buy something for the house.
I would save it for the next month.
Go back to my roommates.
Keep that money.
Keep it?
But I would keep it and use it potentially to something that would benefit the house at a later date.
Do humans need to be taught what is right from wrong, or do they naturally know?
It's a great question. I think I'm smart enough to admit that I don't know the answer to that question.
They naturally know.
I think that as they grow up, they're socialized to learn right from wrong. So it's not really a thing we know when we're born or whatever.
I think it kind of stems from how they're taught.
I think they should naturally know.
They naturally know.
I think inherently they know, but if you're going to teach them, they can be taught.
Alright, thank you, Kyle.
Thanks, Daniel.
After gathering the results, we ended up with 219 respondents between both online and in-person surveys.
80% of respondents were between the ages of 18 and 24, and the second most were between the ages of 25 and 34.
Around 60% of our respondents were male, while the other 40 were female.
A little more than half of the people we surveyed, 57%, associated themselves with the Republican Party.
When we gave the hypothetical situation of the utilities bill to our respondents, almost 95% said that they would give the money back to their housemates.
90% of our respondents believe that humans are naturally social creatures.
When we asked our participants who they'd most willingly be ruled by, 56% said president, 31% said yourself, 11% said parliament, and 2% said a king.
When we asked if people naturally know what is right and what is wrong, or if they need to be taught, 70% of people believe that they need to be taught.
62% of the people we interviewed believe that humans are naturally peaceful.
But 84% believe that they also have the right to overthrow their government. After analyzing the responses to the questions we asked, we found that the majority of our respondents most closely aligned with the ideology of John Locke and his second treatise of government, because their answers displayed selflessness and belief in human cooperation.
On the individual level, we found that the age group had little to no correlation to which theorist the respondent most agreed with. Democrats, however, largely agreed with Locke, while most Republicans sided with Hobbes.
Men tended to be more in accordance with the ideas of Hobbes, while women leaned more towards Locke.
Ultimately, we succeeded our goal of reaching 200 respondents and also proved that everyone does indeed have underlying beliefs about human nature and social contracts.
Wait, let's go back. Wait.
No, stop, it's capturing.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Just go back. I want to just see.
It's fine, doesn't matter, come on.
How far up was my zipper?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It seriously doesn't
It's
matter.
going to be obvious.
So?
It's going to cut and my zipper's going to have
It's fine,
moved.
it'll look cool.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Your hair looks fine.
It's red.